Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is officially my first YouTube video. So I wanted to talk about not the last episode on Ex on the Beach, the one before that, the one that my ex-husband Elias have arrived to the villa. So as you guys know, I'm not sure if you guys know, but obviously when they record a reality show, they record every day, all day, every minute. And many times, when they edit the episodes, they do not show everything that have happened was, throughout the day when we had to go to the beach and stuff. So yeah, of course, I wanted to speak on that episode in particular, just because my fellow roommates have said that it seems like I'm jealous about things. It seems like there's like unsolved thing between me and Elias and stuff like that. So let's make it clear. No, there's no jealousy. There's no anything that relatable to romance or wanted to take him back or be with him and all that stuff. It's hard to meet people for the first time and expect them to understand a relationship that have took 13 years between two people and try to explain everything in like the amount of time we're there in the villa. So obviously, no, I'm not expecting them to understand. That's why I feel like I'm here using my platform where I can just express myself and say whatever I would like to say, where maybe if somebody watching it and going through a similar relationship, maybe they are in have been in a long relationship like myself, or known a person for so long and this person keep coming back and forth into their life. So I wanted to make sure that I can just speak on it a little bit. It's something that after watching the episode, I have noticed that again, the production have removed parts of the first interaction I had with Eli when the day he arrived to the beach, and upsetting that they did, because that will put a little more understanding towards what exactly was going on between me and him while we were married and stuff. But maybe, I don't want to destroy what's gonna come next. So I'm sure there will be more to see in the next episodes, and you guys will have a little more idea how the dynamic of the relationship we had and stuff like that. And then, so let me just rewind and talk about the day that he arrived to the beach. So again, if anybody have watched it, if you didn't, please go ahead and you can watch it on Hulu, or watch it and download the app, MTV app, and watch it on there as well. So I highly recommend to do this before you watch my video, because you're not gonna understand what I'm talking about. So anyhow, so the day he arrives to the beach, of course, I haven't spoken to him in a few months since I was traveling, visiting my family. So I was visiting my family in the Middle East, and I was in the middle of a war zone. Well, fell into a war zone. And as I said in the episode, we talked about how we tried to stay in each other's life and be friends all throughout the years. And that was, when you go through a rough time in your life, this is when you actually measure if the person that is around you, any person around you, even your own family, this is where you measure if this person cares about you, genuinely cares about you. And of course, I was there in the middle of a chaos where my family was in risk. I was in risk. I couldn't even leave. A lot of chaos was happening. And I was thinking, after watching all my videos on Instagram and posts and stuff, he will reach out to me and check on me. Especially that he have tried to be in my life constantly after we got divorced. Because I wanted to divorce, and we'll get to that later. But anyhow, so he did not show any care. And his response was via text. After I expressed myself and I said, I'm surprised that you haven't reached out to me while I'm here, but your mom and your sister and your aunt have did, and you didn't. His response was like, it doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. Just be thankful that I am doing that. And I was like shocked from the response. And I'm like, this is not the way you show you care for someone. Don't act like you're doing me a favor. Either you do this from a loving place, and if you don't, I don't need people like that in my life, period. So it's kind of it sucks that it's not really understood through the show what the dynamic is that have happened or it is existing between me and him, just because you see glimpse of our relationship, which MTV, I don't know why they didn't got into the depth of it. Maybe next episode, we'll see. I don't know yet, so we'll all see together and watch how things gonna unfold. So after that, I didn't want to be around him, and then when he came to the beach and we got to talk, I expressed those things to him, where I have never felt supported or cared for when we were married. So it's reflecting on his behavior later on as a friend. So in reality, none of us want to be around anybody that doesn't give us support and loves us and care. It's all about, respect. It's about caring. It's about loyalty. It's about basic human behaviors that we all will want to have with anybody we choose to keep around us, because none of there's a choice. And I allowed him to be friends with me again, not from a place of like I wanted to be with him, of course not. That's why I brought him to the show, to kind of like, here we were friends when we decided to go on a show, which I was more than happy, because we were in a place where finally we're friends. Like there's no anything else that can interfere with the friendship that I was building with him. But of course, Eli is inconsiderate, and he's doesn't really care much, and is always an excuse. That's what I said. He'll always have excuses, and his excuse is always as me like jealous about him having females or being with females, and I never did, because I just felt as when somebody comes around and you're still involved with your ex, where this person is important to you, as you say, is important to you. The moment this new person is in your life, instead of like creating the boundaries and explaining the depth of the relationship, or kind of showing the person there's nothing to worry about, this person is going to be part of my life, because it's like having a sister, a mother, or aunt, or whatever. This is family. You do not decide to put this person on hold and be in a relationship and then make it weird, because the moment you are acting weird about it, the person you with is going to think that you hiding something, right? It's very simple to say, hey, come meet this individual. This person isn't been in my life. Yeah, I was married to them. There's nothing there that we used to have. There's no romantic aspect of it. So there's no need to like feel some type of way, because if it's in your face, it's visible, and it's not hidden. This is where the truth is there. Like there's nothing to just go around it. So I felt that my amazing roommates in the villa have expressed themselves, where they're looking from the outside, it looks like I'm jealous, or there's some type of feelings that it's not resolved. And no, it's none of that, because if that was the case, I mean, I don't think I can say anything about it yet, because you guys have to watch the next episode, but I wouldn't be so supportive and had him do his thing or whatever. So we're not gonna get into it now. We're gonna wait till you guys watch the next episodes, and you'll understand a little bit what I'm talking about. So again, when it comes to being married so young in your 20s and then you turn 30, you're not the same person. So of course, me and Eli got married when I was 25 and he was 23, and that's super young. And when you're in your 30s, you don't see the person the same way, and I don't see him the same way, and that's why I felt so offended a little bit from the way people responded. But at the same time, I cannot expect them to understand the relationship, because it's 13 years of knowing someone versus telling the story of 13 years in 15 minutes. It's never going to be understood. It's never going to have any volume, because it's just a lot to share in so many moments and situations where I wasn't able to do, and if I did, it's not gonna be shown that way. So I'm saying those things because I feel like somebody out there is going through a relationship like that, or have been, or feeling some type of way and getting frustrated, and people reading them or understanding them the wrong way, because people's gonna always have an opinion, which is cool. That's why we're all different than one another. But I genuinely wanted to bring it to people's attention, where frustration or hurt or a disappointment, all that things doesn't have to be always from a place of like with your ex, right? In this particular situation, comes from a place of like jealousy or wanting the individual. No, I say it because in my case, I have moved here from a different country, and the first person I met and was around me all the time was him. And when somebody become your family, and you're definitely going to feel some type of way. Like, it's not like I knew him for 2 seconds and we gone. Like, we knew each other in our 20s, and we still knew each other in our 30s, and we have changed and evolved and become the person we are now. But growing up, like the growth we had from the 20s to 30s, I realized for myself that this person, if I met him in my 30s, I will never be with him. But you have to go through these experiences to understand that. And where it comes to moving from one country, from different culture, to another country with different culture, my experience, the way I react on it, will never be understood, because I'm in a different space. I'm in a different, like, like, and people will never genuinely like comprehend the emotions and feeling and the movement when it comes to how I react about my relationship. Not from a place I want the person back or love them or miss them and all that bullshit. This is not it. It's more of like, where is the loyalty and where is the history you have with someone, where can get thrown out of the window when it comes to 13 minutes of fame. And this is where it makes me laugh now when I think about it, because it just, people will sell their mother for some, for being famous. And that's clearly what it is. But I don't want to say more than that. I just wanted to touch a little bit about what have happened in the first episode when Eli arrived. And kind of explain my point of view and how I felt that day when he came to the house. But I want you guys to watch it. If you haven't watched it, please go and download the MTV app. You'll be able to see it there for free. If not, you can actually watch it on Hulu, and see what you guys think. And then when you're done watching it, I'm gonna make another video later on after the next episode next week, and I'll talk about other things that it will happen, which I don't know yet what they're gonna show, so we have to wait. But hopefully you guys can watch it first, watch my video here, comment below, let me know what you guys think and whatever. And yeah, I'm just happy that I can just use my platform here on YouTube and talk about it a little bit, and just kind of like share other things in the future. It's not gonna be only on X on the Beach. I'm gonna talk about my brand. I'm gonna talk about the process and how I started, where I got with my business, how long I've been doing it, and whatever related to creativity, fashion, anything. So please stay tuned and connect with me, and to subscribe and be part of my family. And thank you so much for watching.